It's time for Inside the Patch with your Las Vegas Raiders. Here's Gnarley Charley.
Inside the Patch, 1430 ESPN. I'm Gnarley Charley, along with the guru, Gage Bodine. So, hey, you've been Mr. Positive this year. I'll tell you that right now. You've said from the get-go, we're a good team, bad record. And now here we are at 2-4. So what do you think?
I think it all translates together, like how I said about Fresno State, too. Injuries. I mean, it's good teams that the records don't speak about how good the teams are. So we get people back. And, I mean, look at our defense now. It's clicking. Both teams.
Yeah. Well, Waller is back. Devontae Adams has the flu. There's 6 guys have the flu. They're going to play, but but that's part of football. Someone's always hurt. You're always
Remember
hurt.
when Michael Jordan had the flu?
Yeah. He's got a fever for something, for points. Okay, so, we're 2-4. We're going into New Orleans, the Saints. It scares me the fact that, it doesn't scare me. I just hope that we are taking it one game at a time.
It doesn't scare
any given day, someone can beat us, but not if we're clicking.
It doesn't scare me at all, and I'll tell you why it doesn't scare me. I don't believe in Andy Dalton at all. I think the way our defense is playing, I think if the D-line can get to Andy, it's going to rattle him. These little dump-off passes to Kamara. I mean, the wide receiver core for the Saints is hurt. Who knows if Michael Thomas is playing?
Right.
I mean, Josh Jacobs is amazing. The Saints' defense is horrid against the pass. It's going to be a field day for our offense.
Well, Dennis Allen is their coach. He was the Raiders' coach when they drafted Carr. So there is a little bit of that, but this is the pros. It doesn't really matter. It comes down to if Josh is clicking, they can't stop us. If they can't stop us, we win the game.
No, you're absolutely right. When the running game is going, it only does one thing, and that opens up the passing game. So it's pick your poison at that point. When they're both operating at 100%, it's deadly. And that's what I've been preaching this whole year. When we are healthy and the O-line plays how they can, it's the sky's the limit.
This is the first Raider game, the last one last week, where I wasn't panicking. There was no fourth quarter panic.
Yeah.
The pick 6 kind of locked it up. I was like, I don't even know how to watch a game when we're ahead. It was weird. I'm like, you mean I can sit down? I don't have to stand up and yell at the TV? Okay, perfect.
That's what happens when defense plays 4 quarters of football. We haven't seen it in a very long time, but now that we saw it, I hope that it's a trend that continues, because if that happens, this team is going to be a force to reckon with. And if we win this game, we're a game back of the wild card. I mean, anything could happen.
Well, and that's the thing, too. The only thing I'm nervous about is the voodoo, those pie tins with a chicken foot and blood, because that's what they do. That's what they do there all the time. And I'm worried about maybe the levee breaks, like we got a game there. We're going to be under sea level. So it's going to be different.
It's weird to think about, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe the guys should bring beads, and then that helps, right?
Just in case. Who knows when you'll need them.
Just in case. So you weren't even alive probably when the Raiders beat the Eagles in the New Orleans Superdome for Super Bowl 15. That was a long time ago. So we do have success
that was a long time ago.
in New Orleans. Yeah, you were definitely one alive. But it doesn't matter. Still a Raider fan. So, all right. Now, so in the betting world, are there some things that the Raiders? I think this is a good fantasy football week for the Raiders.
Too. For me, there's a prop that I'm really heavy on, and they have Derek Carr at 1.5 passing touchdowns. And I just think, I really do, and I wasn't just joking when I said, remember Michael Jordan and the flu. I really do think that this is a game where Devontae could break out. I know he's probably going to be feeling like crap the whole game, but against that secondary, if Josh Jacobs can go down and just run the ball down their throat like he has been doing, get a touchdown or two, I really do think Devontae has his best game as a Raider.
It could be. And Darren Waller's back, and I think he's got a little anger issue.
But the thing, the thing about Waller is that he's so good, but he's inconsistent, and we need him to stay healthy. Same with Hunter. We need Hunter to be
Right.
He's consistent. We just need him to be
Right.
healthy.
Right. Now, let's segue into the Bulldogs. What do you think is going on there?
I'm just saying this right now, and I mean, you can go back and listen to the previous shows that I've been on. I said,
Mm-hmm.
if we can get the ball rolling, and then when Jake Haener comes back, Fresno State will still win this West Division. I still stand true to that. The defense is playing lights out. I've never seen in the recent years this Bulldog defense play the way that they played, for starting at the homecoming when they were just all over San Jose State, and then against New Mexico State. I think they allowed 87 total passing yards or something like that, something crazy. And now we're favored at home against San Diego State, who is another powerhouse in this division. They're no slouch. I really do think that when Fresno State beats them this weekend, they're going to start opening the eyes, and you're going to see the line. I think on DraftKings right now, I think you can bet on Fresno State. Actually, you can't really bet DraftKings because it's in California, but if you're listening outside of California and you're like,
I mean, if you're outside of California.
If you're outside of California, they have them plus 350 to win the division. So it's a great odds.
Okay. All right, so now, most important thing. What are you going to be for Halloween?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr? You just like him, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right. And don't fumble the candy.
No, don't jinx us. Don't be jinxed.
You know what the worst Halloween costume is? I'm pretty sure one year I dressed as a piñata. And what happens is people beat the crap out of you and steal your candy. So it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I saw one. I was scrolling through Facebook, and it's on there. It's like this guy had a box. He cut out a box, put his arms and head through it, and wrote on it "One Night Stand."
Oh, that's pretty good. It's a lot of carrying stuff around, but that's cool.
I thought you'd like
One
that
Night Stand. All right, so next week we're going to be 3-4.
Yep,
right?
3 and 4, fighting for a playoff spot midway through the season.
All right, Guru. Thank you, Gage. Awesome, man.
We'll be back with more Inside the Patch on 1430 ESPN, your official home of the Las Vegas Raiders.